Welcome to the final episode of the Win Streak preview and prediction of all 32 teams for the upcoming 2017 season. Please go back and check out all 32 teams if this is the first episode you're checking out of the New England Patriots. Subscribe to our YouTube channel or the podcast platform you're listening on so you don't miss an episode of our weekly wrap-up show of every week of the NFL that we're going to do here. So, yeah, we finally made it to the end, but my name is Corey Foister. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Corey Foister. Follow the show on social media. That is Twitter at Win Streak News, Facebook.com/TheWinStreak, TheWinStreak.com. Leave a review and subscribe on the podcast platform you're listening on. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Soaring Jets Production. If you're listening on YouTube right now, let me know what you think the New England Patriots are going to do this season. Contact us at either thewinstreak.com/contact or soaringjetsproductions@gmail.com. Join our fantasy football league, and top 10 Super Bowl matchup we want to see is now live. Our fantasy football draft is next Sunday, or 2 Sundays from now, September 3rd. So please get on there right now and join the league. We would love to have you. We're going to probably play for a $25, $30 Amazon gift card. We haven't totally made up our mind yet, but they're going to be a prize. So please check that out. And also check out our weekly show, The Win Streak. Me and my co-host, Brandon Myers, we have a blast doing the show. Hopefully you laugh with us and not at us, but if you laugh at us, hey, at least we're entertaining. We have a blast. We talk football, baseball, basketball, hockey, college sports, and soccer, and just everything in between. If you're into pop culture and video games, check out the Gamer Journal. It's another podcast that me and Brandon Myers do, and we usually upload on Soaring Jets Productions YouTube page as well. So, finally, episode 32, the final episode, the 2017 New England Patriots preview and prediction, the defending Super Bowl champions. This is New England's 58th season overall, the 18th season under head coach Bill Belichick, the longest reigning head coach in the NFL. Owner is Robert Kraft, who I personally think is going to be a Hall of Fame owner when it's all said and done. I don't even know how you can keep Robert Kraft, Bill Belichick, and Tom Brady out of the Super Bowl despite some of the questionable things they might have done, but we won't get into that. Spygate, Deflategate. Patriots enter the 2017 season as the defending Super Bowl champions. The Patriots went 14-2 in 2016, good for first in the AFC East. Who is going to beat the damn Patriots in the AFC East? I don't know what the hell I was talking about. And also had the best regular season record in the NFL. Really impressive. Of course, Tom Brady was suspended the first 4 games, and they went 3-1 without Brady, and Tom Brady only lost 1 game after coming back from that suspension, the game against the Seattle Seahawks. Patriots would beat the Texans in the divisional round 34-16, beat the Pittsburgh Steelers in the AFC Championship 36-17. That was Tom Brady's 6th consecutive NFC Championship game appearance, and make a shocking fourth quarter comeback to beat the Atlanta Falcons 34-28 in overtime last season. They are the first Super Bowl champions to win in overtime. 4 Pro Bowlers in 2016. They are the first AFL team to reach 500 franchise wins. Patriots clinched the 8th straight AFC East Division title. Patriots first team to make 9 Super Bowl appearances, surpassing the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos. Tom Brady, of course, was suspended the first 4 games. Patriots went undefeated at home, first time since 2007. Giants would ruin their perfect season when they stomped the Patriots out in the Super Bowl, of course, during that season. So they almost came close. If Tom Brady would have played those first 4 games, they maybe had a shot at a perfect season last season in 2016. Like I mentioned before, they are 5-time Super Bowl champions. They have 9 conference championships, 19 division championships, and 24 playoff appearances overall. Really impressive considering just 2 decades ago, the New England Patriots were an afterthought in the NFL. Franchise what if? What if the Patriots never took a chance on Brady in the draft, or Bledsoe never got hurt in that game against the New York Jets? They would never be where they are today. They would never, they wouldn't have a quarterback surpassing Joe Montana, and possibly they went on the best dynasty run in NFL history. They would be pretty much what they looked like back in the 90s, making it to a Super Bowl appearance here and there, maybe once every decade, but never bringing home the Vince Lombardi trophy. Now they have 5 rings, really impressive, and they can tie the Pittsburgh Steelers for the most Super Bowl titles this season. And they're the last NFL team to repeat as Super Bowl champions in 2003 and 2004, so they've done it before. And also, what if the Packers and the 49ers beat the Giants in the NFC Championship in 2007 and in 2011? Would Brady have 2 more rings and pulled off a perfect season? Because let's be honest, the only thing that Joe Montana has on Tom Brady is that he's undefeated in the Super Bowl. The only thorn in Tom Brady's side is those damn New York Giants. And Eli Manning, that just came out of nowhere. He looks at best, a little bit above average, never an elite quarterback, but then he gets in the Super Bowl and he does everything right at just the right amount of time. The most famous play of all being Eli Manning to David Tyree, that crazy catch, and then of course that set up Plexico Burress touchdown reception to win them the first Super Bowl against the New England Patriots and destroy New England's bid at a perfect season, 18-1, just really impressive. So if Brett Favre's Packers would have got in there, it makes you wonder, Tom Brady maybe would have went undefeated. The Giants are the only NFC team to defeat Tom Brady, to stop him at another ring. So you could have Tom Brady here sitting with 7 rings, and they would have broke just this past February. They would have the most Super Bowl titles in the entire NFL had Eli Manning and the Giants not beat Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. 49ers, the 49ers were really good, but who knows? Tom Brady's been able to stop every other NFC team. But Eli Manning, oddly enough, seems to be Tom Brady's kryptonite in the Super Bowl. Preseason schedule for the New England Patriots: home for the Jacksonville Jaguars, and then at Houston to play the Texans, at Detroit to play the Lions, and then home to play the team that beat them in the Super Bowl twice, the New York Giants. Like I said, when I started this preview, I started with the worst team, went up for the best team, so it should be no surprise that we're ending the final episode with the defending Super Bowl champions, the New England Patriots. They are 5-time Super Bowl winners. My 2017 outlook for the New England Patriots as followed: the 5-time Super Bowl winners, 2 in the last 3 years, and most importantly, the only defending champion to ever mash the gas in an effort to get even better. Yes, the new GOAT has an improved roster on both sides of the balls as he tries to get his record extending 6 Super Bowl win for a quarterback, which also would catch the Pittsburgh Steelers for the most by any franchise. They'll be the overwhelming pick to get there and to win it, which of course will only make it harder to do, because no matter who wins the Super Bowl, you get a big fat target on your back, and everybody is going to be gunning for the New England Patriots because, well, they're the defending Super Bowl champs, but at the same time, they're the New England Patriots, and if you're not a Patriot fan, you probably hate Tom Brady and the Patriots, especially if you're, say, a Jets fan, a Dolphins fan, or a Bills fan or somebody from New York or Philadelphia that just hates Boston sports in general. But they can, with an obsessive focus on here and now. The Patriots never got flustered by the big picture or expectations or anything else that has caused many of contenders to slip from contention. And while it would be foolish to hand the Lombardi to the Patriots without playing the 267 games that come before it officially happens, it's hard to recall a preseason favorite who has more of a preseason favorite who has more of a postseason favorite than the New England Patriots. Biggest positive change for me in an offseason was plenty of positive changes. Perhaps the biggest addition in 2017 comes from Buffalo, where the Bills weren't interested in keeping cornerback Stephon Gilmore. But the Patriots were willing to pounce, and since the Patriots have seen Gilmore twice per year for 5 years, they surely seen something they like, and now they have insurance against the eventual departure of Malcolm Butler, who is sticking around for one more year and probably only one more year. However, they use Gilmore. Coach Bill Belichick knows everything Gilmore can and can't do. Really a big win also getting Malcolm Butler to stay. Once again, the trade with the New Orleans Saints and the Jets and the Bills pretty much deciding to blow everything up, especially the Jets. The Jets have no veterans, so that's going to be basically 2 bye weeks for the New England Patriots this season. The Buffalo Bills just recently got rid of their best wide receiver in Sammy Watkins, so that should be 4 wins right there. And Ryan Tannehill, the only competition you had in the AFC East, is down with injury. He's out for the season. Now you have Jay Cutler, and I wouldn't be a bit surprised if the New England Patriots go 6-0 and sweep that division. They're already a lock for the AFC East. I would be completely shocked. I would eat my hat if the New England Patriots do not win the AFC East, because the AFC East is the weakest it's ever been since Tom Brady took over as quarterback. There's no competition at all. Outside of that Dolphins defense, there is no competition at all. So at best, Tom Brady's going to go 5-1, but I could see him sweeping that whole AFC East because it's a joke. It's a complete joke, and it's weak. But at the same time, if you're the Bills or the Jets, I understand why you do it, because you're waiting for Tom Brady to retire. And that just highlights how good Tom Brady is. A biggest negative change for a defending Super Bowl winner, there weren't nearly as many as usual. The big names to leave was a guy no one ever expected to stay. That was tight end Martellus Bennett. Enter former Colts tight end Dwayne Allen, who potentially will help fill the role if he's not overwhelmed by the Patriots way. The addition of other receivers and running back will help too, as the Patriots assemble perhaps the best array of offensive weapons they've ever had. I mean, let's be honest, the New England Patriots probably won the offseason. But winning the offseason doesn't always translate to winning a Super Bowl. But when you're the New England Patriots, if you win the offseason, you probably win the regular season as well. I'll be really shocked if they get under 12 wins this season. They look really good. Bill Belichick is not going anywhere. He could go 0-16 and he would probably get a contract extension. He could go 0-16 and get a contract extension because he is God. He is Jesus Christ of football for Boston. Long after he is dead and gone, they will erect statues of Bill Belichick, and really, he's one of the greatest head coaches of all time, and they will never get rid of Bill Belichick. If Bill Belichick wants to coach in a hospital bed and stay until the very end, till his final breath, the New England Patriots will abide by that and let him coach for as long as he wants. 5 Super Bowl titles. You can't get rid of a guy like that because you can't do no better. Bill Belichick is the greatest head coach in the NFL, especially now and maybe of all time. Only Bill Walsh, Chuck Noll, there's only a few other guys you could maybe put ahead of Bill Belichick. And really, the New England Patriots look extremely strong here. Let's look at the Patriots regular season game-by-game prediction. the final game-by-game prediction I'm going to do this season. I'm getting kind of upset here. We're almost at the very end of the preview. Patriots have 5 primetime games this season. Chiefs on Sunday Night Football. Of course, that is the first regular season game of the NFL at Tampa Bay to play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on Thursday Night Football. Falcons on Sunday Night Football, at Denver on Sunday Night Football, and at Miami to play the Miami Dolphins on Monday Night Football. As always, worst case, best case scenario, September 7th to play the Chiefs at home. Worst case scenario, you lose in a close one, but best case scenario and the most likely scenario, you beat the Kansas City Chiefs at home. You scare a lot of New England Patriots haters and just people in general in the AFC and in the NFC by saying, oh God, Tom Brady, he might be 40, but he still is Tom Brady. September 17th at New Orleans. Drew Brees is good. They could get in a shootout here, but the thing is, Tom Brady is going to absolutely destroy a piss-poor New Orleans Saints defense. So give me the win there for the Pats. September 24th, home for the Houston Texans. The Houston Texans are good enough to pull an upset in New England against the New England Patriots. So at worst, give me a loss here, but probably more likely the New England Patriots will beat the Houston Texans. So going into October, at worst you are 1-2, at best you are 3-0. October 1st, home for the Panthers. The Panthers are going to bounce back this year, but I just don't think the Panthers are going to be good enough to beat the New England Patriots. They have a chance, just like with the Texans and the Chiefs, to be one of the hardest teams to come into Foxborough for the Patriots to play. They have an outside chance, but give me the New England Patriots here with the W. October 5th to play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This will be the first true test on the road here. There's not a lot of true tests for the Patriots to go through. Worst case scenario, you lose to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I believe the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are on the rise this season. But best case scenario, you beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. October 15th at New York to play the New York Jets. New York Jets got rid of everybody. I mean, Brandon Marshall, Eric Decker, Darrelle Revis, Nick Mangold, all that team, every player from the Rex Ryan era is gone. It's a garbage of a team. They have no talent. Who knows? They got a 38-year-old quarterback, Josh McCown, to play. It's like play Christian Hackenberg or Bryce Petty. Try to figure out which quarterback, if any, can get you wins in the future, but you can't build around a 38-year-old quarterback. But the owner of the Jets, Woody Johnson, is a dumbass, so New England Patriots in a blowout there. October 22nd, home for the Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta Falcons going to be there's going to be some tough games up in Foxborough with the Chiefs, the Texans, the Panthers, and now the Falcons. Falcons are going to be out for blood. They're going to want revenge for what happened. They thought that was their Super Bowl right there, and they were going to be hoisting it up in just mere minutes. And then the shocker happened, and the Patriots came back and won in overtime. So worst case scenario, you lose this game, but best case scenario, once again, the New England Patriots win that game. October 29th, Chargers. I say that's definitely a win. The Los Angeles Chargers, Phillip Rivers hasn't ever been able to get out of Tom Brady's shadow. So give me the Patriots over the Los Angeles Chargers. At worst, 4-4, which I definitely don't see happening. That's only if Tom Brady takes a big step backwards. Age finally catches up to him. He's only one of 4 players over the age of 40 in the NFL. But at best, you are undefeated at 8-0. November 12th at Denver to play the Denver Broncos. Broncos have really no quarterback situation. When you have 2 quarterbacks, you have no quarterback. So give me the win for the New England Patriots there. November 19th, the biggest test of the season for the New England Patriots at Mexico City to play the Oakland Raiders. I say worst case, best case, that is a loss. I think the Oakland Raiders will beat Tom Brady and the New England Patriots and ruin their chance at a perfect season in Mexico City. The Raiders are going to need it more because they got the Chiefs that's going to be right on their tails for that AFC West division title. The Raiders found out the hard way just back in January what happens when you're a wild card team, despite being really good, losing only 4 games. I believe the Raiders went 12-4 last season, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to play 3 road games to get to the Super Bowl. You don't want to have the wild card be that good, yet have to go play 3 games on the road as a wild card. So give me the Raiders in a close one there. That'd be a very good game. November 26th, home for the Miami Dolphins. Jay Cutler, that's all I got to say there. So Tom Brady wins that game. December 3rd, at Buffalo. They got rid of their best wide receiver. I don't think I have to say anything there. W. December 11th, at Miami. Once again, Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler quit on the Chicago Bears back in the 2010 NFC Championship. The Miami Dolphins would have been better getting Colin Kaepernick. Yeah, Cutler knows that offense, knows Adam Gase. I completely understand that. But Kaepernick is the better quarterback, better attitude. Let's be honest, Jay Cutler wasn't beloved by a lot of those Chicago Bears players in that locker room. Maybe he's not a cancer, but he is not well liked. So give me Tom Brady in that game as well. December 17th at Pittsburgh. This is going to be another great game, and I have to go with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think the Steelers will need this game more. They'll have to defend off the Ravens and possibly the Cincinnati Bengals as well. They'll be looking for a first-round bye. Steelers and the Patriots will possibly meet up in the AFC Championship yet again. In the AFC Championship, I definitely favor the New England Patriots, but for this game, since it's at Pittsburgh, it's hard to win. I could totally see the Patriots beating them. I could honestly almost see the Patriots going 16-0, but that's going to be very difficult. Tom Brady showed back in 2007 that you would rather lose one regular season game because you don't want to lose in the Super Bowl and be embarrassed. So give me that one in a close one to the Pittsburgh Steelers. December 24th, home for the Bills. Do I even have to say anything? And December 31st, home for the New York Jets. Unless Matt Forte runs his brains out and runs for 400 yards, I don't even see how this is going to be a close game. So, best case scenario for the New England Patriots, I got 14-2. I could possibly see 15-1. I think undefeated is just going to be too hard, especially Tom Brady's 40. If Tom Brady was 25, then yeah, I would give him the benefit of the doubt and say he could go undefeated. Worst case scenario, age catches up to him. Basically, it's Tom Brady versus Father Time. It's nothing really, he's not versus anybody else. It's just what can he do at 40? He's going to start slowing down. It happens to everybody. Tom Brady, he's the GOAT of the NFL, but nobody can beat age and nobody can eventually beat death. Death is undefeated and aging is impossible to ignore and to avoid. So, if Brady's age gets to him, then I can see worst 10-6, but my final prediction, I'll go with the best. I was almost about to go 13-3, but I'll go 14-2 for the New England Patriots. I think the New England Patriots will once again be right back in the AFC Championship, and it comes down to the Kansas City Chiefs stop them, can the Pittsburgh Steelers stop them, or can the Oakland Raiders stop them? There might be an outside chance if the Tennessee Titans or the Houston Texans take a step up. The Titans are a solid team. I like both the defensive line and the offensive line. Marcus Mariota is good. He has more weapons this season, so I like the Titans. Don't sleep on the Titans. I just don't think that young team is ready to beat the best team in the league in a playoff game. And the Texans, they got a strong defense. They gave Tom Brady a hard time that first half up in Foxborough back in January. The problem is quarterback. They have no quarterback, and Tom Brady highlights that this is a quarterback-driven league. So I can honestly say I can see the New England Patriots back in the Super Bowl, but it's going to be tough. I would love to see a Brady versus Manning episode 3. Let's finish the trilogy. I really want to see the trilogy finished here and see if Tom Brady can go out on top, win his 6th Super Bowl ring, and finally beat Eli Manning, the guy who defeated him twice. The only guy who's been able to beat Tom Brady in a Super Bowl. But this is it. This is the end. Thank everybody for, if you listen to one episode, if you listen to all of it, it means a lot to me. It's been a lot of fun to do these previews, and I can't wait for the regular season to start. Once again, my name is Corey Foister. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Corey Foister. Follow on social media, Twitter at Win Streak News, Facebook.com/TheWinStreak, TheWinStreak.com. Leave a review and subscribe on the podcast platform you're listening on. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. That is Soaring Jets Productions. If you're listening on YouTube right now, let me know what you think the New England Patriots are going to do this season. Contact us at either soaringjetproductions@gmail.com or thewinstreak.com/contact. Join our Fantasy Football League. You can find out more information about that on our Facebook and official website. Top 10 Super Bowl matchup we want to see is now live. And like I mentioned before, check out me and my co-host Brandon Myers' weekly wrap-up show, The Win Streak. We cover just everything. We do trivia, all kinds of crazy stuff, basketball, hockey, soccer, football, college sports. Just we're all across the board, and hopefully you'll laugh with us and not at us. But if you laugh at us, well, at least you're enjoying it. And, we enjoy bringing you this show every week. Probably I'll do a small, not every team, but I'll do a NHL and NBA team preview as those seasons get underway. But please check out what we're going to do, possibly maybe 2 episodes a week for the regular NFL season. We're going to do NFL Pick'em, the fantasy football. We have a bunch of fun things planned, live streaming on Facebook, so please check it out. And thanks for listening to my preview of all 32 teams for the upcoming 2017 season. Good luck to your team, no matter who it is. But until next time, keep winning, everybody. And let's play some football.